Alright then guys, if you don't know, you don't know, I guess. There was a DotA update for DotA 2 and DotA 1. It's called DotA Update 6.78. It was a very important one. It's going to affect a lot of how we play the games. But we're going to start from the bottom of the list, which is where the item changes are. There should be an annotation right here so you can just check out the changelog yourself. You don't have to listen to me talk about it, but if you want to listen to me talk about it, go ahead. It'll also be in the description. First and foremost, the biggest changes in the items in my opinion is the bloodstone. Stacks now start at 9 instead of 6, and you can activate the bloodstone to suicide and heal and mana restore the area around you. Pretty much just use the bloodstone effect when you die, just whenever you want, but you still die. So it's alright. Don't really want to use it, but if your team's about to die, might as well suicide yourself so your whole team could live, and you die instead. You know? Sentry Ward AoE has been reduced from 950 range to 800, not really that big of a deal in the end. Put this in perspective, it's about the difference between Drow's range and Shadow Fiend's attack range. Not that much. Quelling Blade now does damage to wards, 100 damage to wards, which is half the ward's total HP. Gem can no longer be destroyed, and the gold cost is increased from 700 to 850. This actually makes it slightly less attractive because it costs more, and if you lose it, well, it's actually good if you can lose it now because it can't be destroyed, but you can't like, oh shit, I'm about to die, chuck it on the ground, destroy it so the other team can't get it. There's also Dust of Appearance on heroes with invisibility now slows them by 10%. That's actually quite fantastic. Actually makes stuff slightly useful. Dust also stacks in inventory, because before it didn't. And Courier is holding empty bottles now move 30% slower. Courier also has been slowed down a little bit, but still the same max speed once you use the haste, but it's just that once it has the bottle, it doesn't get max speed, even with the haste, so you have to like time shit, you can't do bottle hawks anymore. They've also reduced Lincoln Sphere's cooldown from 20 to 17 seconds. This was done for two reasons. One, Lion's ulti is now 20 seconds, so you don't really want people to be ultied twice by it before it can reduce its cooldown. And they also did just because it wasn't really that attractive an item to get in high tier games. They reduced Shadow Blade's damage from 30 to 22, that's not really that much, but it's enough. Black King Bar now has a 6th level of decrease. And that's it for items. Now for some heroes, we got Witch Doctor. Maledict cast range has been increased from 400 to 525, and Ward cast range is now flat 400. Apparently it wasn't before, I never really noticed. Not that I ever really casted that far away from me. Corrosive Skin on Viper now hits on spells, not just auto attacks. That's quite good for if you're running away and someone like Lena for example chucks her Dragon Slave at you. You're now slower, you can start running away better. Ancient Apparition now has Agnum Scepter upgrade, which increases the Ice Blast effect duration, which is the second part of the Ice Blast, which has the passive. If you go below 10, 11, 12%, you instantly die. It's now been increased to 17 seconds, that's fucking OP as balls when you think about it. Especially if you're good at AA. Batrider's Flame Break, mana cost is now a flat 140. This means you're probably going to level up before your Firefly, because the only reason to keep it low is because of low mana cost for the stun, but that's about it. Not really going to affect that much. Bloodseeker now dispels the target before applying its silence buff, Blood Rage, which is good for Battle Hunger, Ethereal Blades, stuns on your carry. It's just generally good. Make a Bloodseeker more of a support character than an actual carry anymore, I guess, because he kind of lost his carry ship a while back. Now it's definitely gone. Brood Mother, Incapacitating Bite. Its mischange has been buffed by 20% all levels. It's now 30, 40, 50, 60%. Used to be 10, 20, 30, 40. That's really good, actually making him slightly useful. It's still not that useful. Clinks' strafe cooldown has been reduced at earlier levels, still the same at max level, which is 30 seconds. It's now 45, 40, 35, 30. It used to be 60, 50, 40, 30. Dazzle now can shallow grave magic immune creeps. This is great, it means you can have BKB, and you're about to die, you still have BKB on, and Dazzle can go, oh, he's about to die. He has BKB on, I can still cast him, it's cool. No biggie. Death Prophet had some reduction in movement speed, but they buffed his movement speed percentage, so it's now 20% max level instead of 16%. His silence AoE is now flat 350. It used to be 200 and grew to 350. This is good. It means you can like only get one silence, get some stat points early on, which you kind of need. Not hugely, but it's good for like mana cost and whatnot. Disruptor's Thunder Strike has been increased from 3 strikes every 4 seconds to 4 strikes every 6 seconds. They've reduced the damage on each strike, but because it's got more strikes, it kind of evens out slightly more, but it's also slightly less because there's bigger chances to regen HP and magic resistance, and just have healing in between strikes, all sorts of things that could just ruin Thunder Strike from being a good killing strike. Now for some scary shit. Doom now has the ability to disable passives like Feast, Backtrack, Dispersion, Juxtapose, Brizzlebat, and Blood Buff. And those are some fucking awesome things to counter. Makes him really good counter lifestealer. His Agnum Scepter upgrade now also stops the duration from ticking down when Doom is in a 550 unit radius. And that's really good because you can just chase people down constantly and that cooldown that duration will not reduce. And when they do finally kill you, it still keep ticking on from there. And it's just huge disable. Because you gotta remember, Doom also stops items, so if you do it before someone get BKB on, don't really use BKB that fight. Although, I'm not sure if Bloodseeker might be able to stop Doom's spell. Could be something to find out. Dragon Knight's Corrosive Breath from level 1 Elder Form now carries over to level 2 Dragon. I'm not sure if it goes to level 3 because I haven't played Dragon Knight yet. The patch did come out yesterday or today, depending on when this video gets uploaded. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the video yet, right now I'm just doing the audio. But it specifically says to level 2, so I doubt it's going to go level 3. Drow's True Shot Aura has been increased by 2% on all levels. It's not really that much, but it does give her a bit more damage when you think about it. Like, extra true damage every 100 damage. That's it though. It's really nothing. It's like 6 damage overall. Earthshaker's Echo Slam now considers illusions as heroes. That is fantastic against people like Phantom Lancer. I think even Meepo, I'm not sure if Meepo is considered heroes or illusions. Well, at least this way it actually works, no matter what. And probably Animage maybe if he gets anyone who gets Manta really. Just wait for them to go Meta style like boom bitch. Keep going! Enchantress's Aghanim Scepter now increases her range buff from 165 to 190. Not really a lot, but it's quite significant considering Enchantress already had huge range. Enigma's Malphus, which is his stun. The scaling has been completely reworked to always be 3 ticks over 6 seconds. It used to be 1 tick over 2 seconds and 2 ticks over 4 seconds and eventually 3 ticks over 6 seconds, and that's just flat. It also has been its stun reduction reduced. The damage hasn't changed at all, it's pretty much the exact same. A little bit more at earlier levels, but not that much. It starts now at 0.25 seconds per stun, and going up to 1 second with 0.25 in between. Gyrocopter's flat cannon cooldown has been increased to 30 seconds from 20 seconds, making the same cooldown as his ultimate without Scepter. Not sure if Scepter reduces it down anymore, I don't think it did, but I think if he does it would be lower cooldown than the flat cannon. Huskar's Berserker's Blood no longer gives bonus damage, hooray! Instead it gives him magic resistance, stopping people like Lena from downing him every time he ultis her. Like it'd be, "Raw, I'm ulting you, oh I've been ulted, I'm dead, oh fuck." And now you get magic resistance per stack, so when you're at half HP you have like 25% magic resistance. Be pretty sweet. And it still has the attack speed, just doesn't have the damage. They also increased the damage done to himself when he ultis. I'm not sure if it affects the Aghanim Scepter's one though. Doesn't really say here. There was minor changes to Invoker. I don't really play Invoker that much, so it might be more interesting to you. They changed his Tornado and his Electricity. Lastly, his Ghost Walk cooldown is now actually useful. It's not 60 seconds, like 30 seconds now, which is good. Io's aka Wisp spirits no longer provide vision unless they hit the enemy hero. Juggernaut Omnislash no longer hits Tombstone zombies. Dunker's X marks the spot, no longer gets flying vision, it's ground vision, which is instead of 1000, it's 400. It's actually good. Mana cost is now flat 80. Ghost ship damage buffed a little, not that much, by 50 on each level. Lich Chain Frost, now this is a big one. It hits 10 times instead of 7. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They nerfed lifesteal a little bit. His open wounds cast range has been reduced, meaning if you want to gank early, you have to up open wounds instead of just being level 1 and just going, oh, it's the exact same slow for level 1 for the whole game, yay! You actually have to level up so you can actually use it. It's now 200, 300, 400, 500 instead of just flat 600. Lena's attack range has been increased by 10. Whoa, so huge, that's it. Now for another scary. Lion's Aghanim Scepter reduces the cooldown for Finger of Death from 160, 140 to 160 and 20. So that means makes level 16 with Aghanim Scepter is a 20-second cooldown. That is ridiculous. That is lower cooldown than Dagon level 3. And that's 3 times damage. If I see a Lion go Dagon, I will absolutely shoot them. They also increased the mana drain break range and cast range. They've both been improved by 100 from its original. Instead of being 750 cast range, 1100 break, it's 850 cast range, 1200 break. It's quite a good buff. It makes him stay a little bit further out of the fight when you need to get mana back, especially with the huge amount of stuff he's going to be using. Finger of Death. It's going to be worthwhile. Spirit Bear. Bounty increased from 100 to 300 to make it the same amount as killing a hero. Armor now drains HP when active on the bear, stopping the bear from just leaving it on and not worrying about it. It's a thing. Not that big of a deal. Magnetor, reverse polarity, damage reduction by 100 on all levels. Not a big deal because you only really use it for the stun, but it does make it a little more annoying for Magnuses to get the damage out. Medusa's stone gaze has been completely reworked. Any unit facing it will have its movement speed and turn rate reduced by 50% until the end of the spell. If you accumulate 2 seconds of time facing Medusa, you will turn the stone. Stone units are disabled and have 100% magic resistance, which is good for you. They take extra damage from physical attacks, which is bad for you. View range spread, same as before pretty much, a little bit wider. You know, it's like a current front of Medusa, it's just a bit wider. AoE is the same. Mana cost is 200. Illusions only die after 2 seconds to become stone, but it's still alright against illusions. It doesn't have to instant kill of all illusions around you. And she's also been removed from Captain Spirit, so that's a hint of how OP she could be if people use her right. Mirana's Uline Arrow, which is her big Kachoo arrow, stun forever, now gets increased damage based on how far it travels, up to 100 bonus damage from its base. So it's not that big deal. Her Starfall second damage will pick a new target if her first target dies. That should have been implemented like years ago, but about time. Another semi-scary is Necrolite. If a unit dies under Reaper Scythe, the kill automatically goes to Necro, which is good for Necros, because you get KS'd a butt ton when you're trying to ulti people down. Agnum's Scepter on Reaper Scythe now disables buyback on that hero killed by it. Great for late game, like, a super awesome hero. He gets picked 2 cocky, gets 50%, boom, ulted, can't buy back, 80 seconds of free pushing. Fantastic. Nerubian Assassin, also known as Nyx, has his mana burn drain damage multiplier change from 5 times in all levels to 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 times change. Mana cost has been reduced to a flat 100, which is good. Means you can use it early game and still get, you know, still have other spells. Omniknight now has an Agnum Scepter. It's been added, gives a global ultimate effect, including buildings. So it's kind of like a free Fortify. And you can also get Refresher, Agnum Scepter, sit in base, and Cholo lol while your team kills people for 10 seconds without you even needing to be there. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Assuming Omniknight can get enough farm to get the Scepter. They should be able to. Brewmaster's Primal Spirit with Agnum Scepter, you get Drunken Brawler. The Fire Panda does not get as bonus damage with Agnum Scepter, but DPS comes out the same with the crits. Not really a huge change, just kinda makes the spirits harder to kill, which is annoying. But they were hard to kill anyway. They usually used to run. Phantom Assassin's Blur increased to 40%. That's pretty annoying, but no one really uses Phantom Assassin anymore, because you should. Phantom Lancer illusion damage reduced from 25% to 20%. Not a huge amount, but still pretty big. It still gets the full mana burn damage though, so that's a big thing and it should be removed. Pudge gets slightly more strength from flesh heaps. They just kind of even out the numbers a bit more, but in the end it kind of makes them a bit OP. It's probably going to get reduced in the following few patches. Pugner's Neverblast now damages structures from 33% to 50%, which is huge. It's like 200 damage each time it uses Neverblast to a tower. That is great for pushing. Just like, oh look, there's a tower there. Doosh, 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 doosh. Oh, it's dead. Oh look, you're about to deny this tower. Not anymore. It's mine. There was minor changes to Razor. Eye of the Storm, it's now flat 30-second duration. The strike interval, however, has been changed. It's not really that big of a deal. It was decreased by 0.05 seconds per level, so that's less than a millisecond. Don't really worry about it at all. Her movement speed bonus has been increased to kind of match up with Death Prophet, so Sonic can go faster. Gotta go fast! Minor changes to Stealth Assassin. Invisibility fade time decreased from 3, 2.5, 1.5 to 3, 2, 1. It's just even numbers really. Shadow Fiend Requiem soul damage reduction is now flat 50% and slow is a flat 20% on all levels. It used to be both slow and damage reduction was 15, 20, 25%, now it's flat 50, flat 20. Shadow Shaven Scepter wards damage have been buffed by 30 on all levels. It's quite a huge number when you think about it. It kind of makes Scepter really worthwhile on Shadow Shaman. Ready for another super duper scary? Silencer Global Ultimate with Agnum Scepter just recently added its Curse of the Silent. That means it also increases duration by 1 second. That means it's like a 300 damage nuke on both mana and HP, and it's silent for the whole thing. It's just ridiculous. Oh, you're about to go into a fight. Boom! You go away on no HP. Boom! It's that easy. Skeleton King, on the other hand, gets a new spell. His very second spell in the game! Yay! And it's OP. He can steal 20% of your max HP. Doesn't actually remove your max HP marker, just your max HP, it just goes doosh. Well, current HP gets lost 20% from your max HP pretty much. And goes to Skeleton King. But if you live for 7 seconds it comes back to you, but what it really means in a fight. You see Skeleton King, he has armor, he's about to die, switches armor off, switches it back on, steals HP, and he's back on half health pretty much. And you're on no HP. It doesn't kill you though, which is like Christ good, but if he does it and then steals and then shoots Hellfire Blast, where'd all your HP go? Skeleton King. He does of course still lose after 7 seconds, but by then you're already dead and he's killed your team. Slaughter Bash is now physical instead of magic damage. Sprint cooldown reduced from 40 to 28 seconds, that's pretty good. But again, not really change at all, not even slightly. Spirit Breaker charges darkness, now greater bashes the target, instead of just everything that hits. Still hits everything as well, it's just the target also gets bash, which is good for if they have BKB, which they activate it, and they're like, oh yeah! And they're like, ha! Oh shit, I'm gonna kinda walk away now. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you or anything, it just kinda happened. But now you actually go, hey-ya, boosh! And now I can run away, because it's gonna be giving out and you're scary as balls. Tiny has a toss cooldown reduction from 10 seconds to 9 seconds. You can also toss people to runes, which is good. Oh look, they're about to get the rune! Toss Slaughter at it. Slaughter gets the rune and stuns the guy. Hooray! Trent Lich Seed now slows the target by 28%, and its healing effect continues after the target's dead. That's actually decent, because the amount of times I've killed it, or the literally thing, the melee creep, the creep dies, and you're like, oh crap, I only got 1 charge back, then you get all the charges back, which is good. Troll's Battle Chance cooldown has been increased and duration reduced from 10 to 7 seconds, and the cooldown was 20 seconds and it's now 30 seconds. Thank God. That was fucking ridiculous ulti. It should not have been really 10 seconds of non-ulti. It's just actually decent now. Huskar or Tusk snowball cooldown has been reduced from 24 seconds to 21 seconds. That's actually alright, because waiting for that second snowball after going in and then failing, you have to run away for so long before you can snowball back in. So cast range on Undying has been increased by 100 units from 650 to 750. Versus Fury Swipe's duration increased from 6 seconds to 15 seconds. Just think about that for a second. He hits you, runs away for 2 seconds, hits you again, or even better, he hits you for like 4 times, goes Shadow Blade. He's gone for like 13 seconds, he still has Fury Swipes on you, and his cooldown for his Fury Swipes, not his Fury Swipes, is whatever it is, overpowered, I think it is. Yeah, it's overpowered. And hits you another 6 times, and you're dead. All within that 15 second break, because he hits you 6 times, goes invis for about 10 seconds, recharges his cooldowns, and hits you again with the Fury Swipe still on you. That is huge. Vengeful Spirit Down has slightly increased range on lower levels for Never Swap. It was 600, 900, 1200. It definitely needed a buff on the early levels. It's now 650, 925, 1200. It's not a huge amount, but something's better than nothing. I did leave out some minor changes for a lot of heroes, and some heroes that have yet to be implemented into DotA 2 that's been shown in this patch, that have been buffed or nerfed. Like I said, the patch has already come out, it even came out today or yesterday, whenever this video gets uploaded. This has been Kris giving you a rundown on the Patch of Doom, as I like to call it. Do not forget to like, favorite, subscribe, check out more videos, for example, this random video to my left, or this video of 6 denies on Venomancer Poison. Until next time, peace!